Good morning. I thought I'd just go through a simple video today, just how that you could potentially borrow more on your rental properties, how that could be more tax effective for you, and how you could save tax. So yeah, a quick example, say that you could borrow 300,000 extra on your rental property and it'll all be tax deductible. We'll presume there's not interest limitation. Interest rate maybe 6%, just be a little bit conservative, 18,000 interest. If your tax rate's 33%, save about 6,000 a year in tax. 6,000 a year in tax, that's pretty huge, so it's worth running through. So we'll just go through this quick example. So the first thing that I sort of look at when people are wondering whether they can borrow some more on their rental properties, good starting place is the balance sheet. So this is our balance sheet for a demo company out of zero, and it has the basic assets and liabilities off the company. So what we're looking for is we want a shareholder's current account. So this is the what we are looking for, or the terms, or something like this. So this 250,000, it's an amount at some point that the shareholder has loaned into this company or advanced to the company. So the company owes the shareholder 250,000. If it's an LTC, the same. Company, this is a company. A trust, you will have some that will be called beneficiaries current account. So these it's really worthwhile looking through the balance sheet and identifying how much does the company, LTC, or trust owe the shareholders or beneficiaries. On a slightly different view, you might just run a balance sheet from zero and you might not see shareholders' current account in there. Quite often you'll find out it comes up under funds introduced or something like that, or it could be funds introduced less drawings. But what we're looking for is their amount that the company or trust or LTC owes the shareholder back. If there is, potentially we can borrow that and make that tax deductible. Like I said, my example before, if there was, this one's 250,000, so we'll do this. I posted a recent Facebook post that said a restructure that didn't work. Well, an example of a restructure that could work in this case. If Joe Bloggs was the shareholder and he wanted 200,000 to spend on his personal house, he could potentially demand the 200,000 back from the company. The company goes along to the bank and borrows from ANZ $200,000 to repay the current account. The money then goes into the company's bank account. The company does minutes and other things that are appropriate and it repays the shareholder. So the company ends up with an extra debt of 200,000, tax deductible because it's used to repay the shareholder. Joe Bloggs then goes off and spends the 200,000 on his personal house, which is great. That's where we want the cash. So steps to doing this. If you're looking at doing this, what you'll find is, funny enough, is a property accountant or talking to your accountant is actually not near the top. It is actually the third point. So first point, you've got a 2.99%. It runs until May 26. And we had a client, I think it was last week I talked to, who still had 2.99% and they didn't run out until May 26. You would not want to break that. So yeah, if your personal house loan was 2.99, you wouldn't want to break that and take out a new loan at 7%. That would not make sense. Even with the tax deduction in there, that would not make sense. So first, have a look at your loans. How good are the rates? Are they really good? If you're going to be repaying your personal house debt, what is that rate and how long for? Then second, talk to your mortgage broker. See if you can actually borrow the money. There's no point going in paying for the advice and looking through this and searching through it and looking at ways to do it if you can't actually borrow the money. So second step, talk to your mortgage broker. See, can you actually borrow some money? Even if it's borrowing it in the rental company or trust and then using it to repay your personal home loan, check that you can actually borrow it. And then step three, only talk to your accountant once you've sort of looked at those first two steps. If you've had a bit of a look and you think, hey, I would like to move some debt from my personal house to my rental, or potentially just borrow some more on my rental to use for a personal purpose. First step, have a bit of a look through your balance sheet first. We showed it before. See if you do have a current account, that's going to be a nice, easy starting point. And there is quite a few options, but that is a great, easy, simple one. It's not going to cost you a huge amount. So see if there is a current account. Check you're not going to break a whole lot of loans at low rates. Talk to your mortgage broker. then actually get that proper advice. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. Hopefully you've got something useful from it. And yeah, hopefully it's a good example for you. Thanks a lot. Bye.